Hello everybody, this is Tarina. I'm going to use a mishmash of all different kinds of things, sugar plum ink, lots of stamp sets. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do, but I know I want to do a monthly tracker kind of thing and a weekly tracker, and I want to do kind of like a month layout, but I don't want it to be like a 2-page, so I thought this one would be perfect for that. I just want to be able to track like the kids' school days, so I know which days they're gonna have off. If I have like a special appointment, then I can mark it or something to let myself know that there's something important going on. Holidays, that kind of thing. I always end up coming up on holidays and I'm like, my mom calls me and she's like, what are you doing this for this such and such day? And I'm like, when's that? Oh, that's right. So I get so busy with home stuff, and I want to say real life stuff because it's definitely not holiday stuff. So I definitely think I need to keep better track of that. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be working on. And I'm going to kind of change up my inserts. In my previous video, I did the front cover and my master list, and today I'm going to work on my inserts. I've kind of mapped them out a little bit because I know that I want to use these date month stamps. They're pretty much the same thing as this, only smaller, which is nice because then I can fit several tasks on one sheet. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to go about doing this, but I think it's going to be exciting trying to figure out exactly what I want to do and how I want to do it and what I want to use and all of the tips and techniques that you can use, you know, for card making or scrapbooking or any of that stuff. You can take and put it into those crafts as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. There may be some parts that I cut out because they don't turn out right and they took X amount of time to do. Usually this takes me a while to figure things out, especially if I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it. So it's probably going to be sped up quite a bit, just so you guys know. And I will see you at the end. Alrighty, let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start on my monthly. This stamp set is retired. It's been retired for a long time. I think I even bought it secondhand, but I have this thing for date and time stamps and calendar stamps, anything that is kind of, I guess, maybe linear that way. But I'm so glad that I have it and that I, you know, kept it for so long. So I'm going to use my stamp positioner because I don't want to mess up any of this stamping. Excuse me. And it works. I didn't at first think it would fit on my pages, but it does. So I was very excited about that. So I'm trying to get a really good impression on these Kelly Creates stamps for the month, and they're meant for hand lettering, and I'm using them for stamping. So I figured maybe I just need to season it. So I tried it 3 times and it worked out just fine. Third try. And here I'm gonna go ahead and fill in all of the days, day numbers, whatever. They're connected, which is something that I like. Like number 12 is 1 and 2 connected, and it's one stamp. So I don't have to take, you know, X amount of time to figure out how to get them lined up, and, you know, I have to trade them that same number out and then figure out, you know, which one's next. They're all in line and they are put on there perfectly so that you can just pull one off, flip your stamp over, stamp, flip it back over, and put it back on the sheet. And it goes by very quickly that way, which I'm very thankful for because, you know, hey, there's 30 days in November, so And this stamp set also has all of the little squares that have a hat for Thanksgiving, and I think a pumpkin for Halloween, and a tree or something of the sort for Christmas, and a heart for, you know, Valentine's Day. And so it just coordinates with your holidays. So I went ahead and did my half days with just a complete solid stamp, and there's my little Thanksgiving, and so I put that on there. And I'm doing it in the sugar plum color because I want it to coordinate. Now I'm looking now for a stamp set for decorating this page without being too much, and so I decided to go ahead and try the Love Notes stamp set, and so I'm going to go ahead and use this particular stamp. This one is one that you can continue in a line for however long you need it to be, which is awesome because you can use it for borders, you can use it for all kinds of things. So this one I'm gonna bring it back in later too. See, look at that. So I'm just filling in the random areas. Now down below the calendar, I just realized that it would have been a great place for like a quote of some sort. That would definitely take more time because then I would have to write it out, and then I'd have to trace my writing or whatever. But I think it looks like to me that it, that would be a perfect perfect place to have a quote of some sort. So right now I am tracing out some guidelines as to where I kind of want to put my stamp. So I found a frame in the, I think it's important dates. And I'm going to have to look. The calendar stamp is called Month by Month. It's C1425, and it's, like I said, retired. But just in case you can find one secondhand, that's the name of it. That's in the wrong one. Dates to Remember stamp set. It has a frame. It's meant for all kinds of little calendar or little mini calendars, and I love the stamp set. There we go. Now that frame is going to go around my little calendar stamps. And so I wanted to make sure they were even amounts apart, and they ended up being, so that was great, at least for this first one. Then I get a little anxious, and like the back side, I just kind of throw it on there. I'm not very patient with repetitive things. Once I've learned it, I kind of speed through it, but I know that I miss things and whatnot, things that I can learn and ways to improve if I speed through it. But I'm still there at that stage. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the solid, I think you call it a solid stamp that has the SMTW TH, I guess just T, F, and S for the days of the week. And I don't use that one throughout the whole entire setup, but I definitely use it on this one. And now I'm trying to figure out how exactly I wanted to do my title up at the top of the page. And I used an older stamp set, and I think it came with a bundle, a Cricut bundle of some sort, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure entirely. I don't have it here with me. I'd have to dig through all my stamps to find it. So, anyways, that one's retired as well. But the date one, the little calendars, are current, so you can definitely get those as of, let's see, this is the end of November and December. So that will be exciting. Now I'm writing, trying to get used to my handwriting still. So believe it or not, I do not have a stamp set that has monthly, weekly, daily on it. I'm sure they have many of those out there, but I don't have them. So I'm using my own handwriting. I totally could have printed it, which probably would have looked better, but and then I go back in with my second pen. I believe those are both American Crafts, precision pen or something like that. Let's look. Yeah, precision pen, and I think I did it in 0.1 and 0.8 sizes. I wrote in 0.1, and then I went back over and kind of darkened the like not even faux calligraphy, because it doesn't look like calligraphy at all, but I was just trying to thicken some of the lines just to make them more visible, so it didn't look quite so bleak. So here I'm going to go ahead and write my weekly, and I don't think any of these end up centered, but you know, I don't know, it's okay, it's not going to hurt anything. But so I'm just going through and thickening some of the down strokes. Don't know if I'm doing it right, which if I was really interested in bettering my handwriting, I guess I totally could have, you know, studied beforehand. But I am, between my health and all the things that I want to get done, that's not really on the top of my list at the moment. If I can get my health under control, then I would definitely love to, you know, add that on. But as you can tell, I'm so far behind with my monthly planner being at the end of November. But, you know, that life happens, and I don't really want to stress about it. So this is my dailies, and I did do this planning more like a tracker style, and you know, I think I need to blend this tracker style with my previous, you know, the things that I liked from my previous months, and then maybe I can have a good blend of, you know, tools to use to try, you know, keep me going throughout the months. So I think that's probably where I'll go, or I may try something totally different. I don't know. I've been kind of eyeballing the little books at Michael's for planners, and they're, you know, they're all set up, but I don't know that I mean, this is my style. I like the being able to change it up, you know, for what works for me. So I might kind of case those ideas and change it up to fit my particular planning style. So I wanted something in between the monthly, weekly, dailies, so that I could write what, like if I had an appointment or something like that, or I needed to remember something. And so I decided to trim down a piece to like 3 inches, and the Love Notes stamp set was perfect for that because of the word note, and I could bring in that stamp set again just for a little bit of added color, but not too much color. And it kind of left the structure of the page open, which I liked. So, and it also allowed me to bring in the sugar plum color again to help the whole setup be cohesive. So I really do love the font on the word note. In fact, I like all of them from the Love Notes collection, so, or stamp set. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this one. It's called Dreamcatcher, and it is a Hostess Rewards stamp set. So if you want it, you have to host a party with me, and then you can purchase that. But it's just an arrow, and I'm going to go and put it on my monthlies and weeklies, and I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and maybe, don't give up. Just keep trying. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.